Okay, we're going to step back away from doing that real quick, and we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way. And we're going to use our pull saw here, and we're going to cut about an inch. We're going to cut about 1.25 inches off of this dowel rod. And this thing cuts super fast. I'm just taking it easy because what if I scar my wife's table? She's already being generous enough letting me make a mess in here at the kitchen table. And since we did that, we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to hold this in my hand, but I highly recommend you do this on a surface that if you drilled through it, it would be okay. But I'm just gonna wing it here. And take this 1/4 inch drill bit. I'm just gonna go, I don't know, about yay deep. It's 3/8 maybe. It's not all the way through, so it's less than a half. All right. So I'm sorry, I was receiving messages from behind the camera. Okay, now we drilled the hole. Now we have the little nose stuck in there, right? Oh, she was trying to tell me I was off camera for drilling it and probably cutting it as well. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna clean up the little forehead area, and then we're gonna do the hat. We're gonna carve in the smile. And we're moving on right on along. All right, we're gonna remember this rounding technique, right? You want to start on these corners and 45 them, and then just feather them back all the way back to the back, and even go around the back a cut or two. You don't want to go crazy around the back, but you do want to create the illusion that it does continue to go, kind of like so, right? Oh, well, I guess I could have done this and it would have been a little better accurate representation. Kind of like so. See how that looks? Now, this thing will really pop and shine when it's painted. It's all the same color right now. And it's all just kind of running together. But we're gonna use our knife. We're gonna put it on about a 45, and we're just gonna take that top edge off, and it rolls it right on back. And if you're not happy with it, you can just come back in here, make a little bit lighter cut, and sure enough, roll it on back like so. And we're gonna do that underneath as well. Like I said, this is just a little fun beginner's project that it takes minimal knowledge to be able to do, and it has a really high success rate. First time I did one of these, I brought it home, and my wife is like the snowman queen. That is her favorite. She loves Santa Claus and stuff at Christmas, but boy, she really gets amped up. We got snowmen all over this house at Christmas time. Little porcelain ones I've carved, big more full size carvings and everything. Oh, hey, something I wanted to mention while I'm tapering and feathering this hat like so is we have a Facebook group that is directly related to everything we're doing on this YouTube channel, and it is Backyard Whittlers. It's really simple. You type it in just like we do for this one, and you can come join the group, post pictures of what you're working on. It's really easy. We have if you know who Gene Messer is here on YouTube, he's a very active member in my Facebook group, and Mike Bailey Michael Bailey is also over there. And boy, I tell you what, if I'm ever out of pocket and you had a question, those two gentlemen right there are more than capable of answering any questions you may have and helping you along your way. So if you're a veteran and you just want a place to post your stuff and have some interaction, and you know, it's there's rules. I mean, you can't come over there getting naughty, okay? We will have to do something about that, because my 16-year-old daughter is actually a moderator on that page, because who better to keep tabs on social media than a 16-year-old nowadays, right? Because they're constantly on it, and you know, I have daddy duties that I have to do. So, but anyhow, come on over. We'd love to have you. It's a pretty new page. We're just getting off the ground good. Okay. Now, we're going to cut this, and you can make this mouth any shape. You want it to smile. You want it to have a little smirk like I've got drawn in here. It really doesn't. It's up to your discretion. You use your creativity. But we're going to come in on this side of that line at about a 45-degree angle. We're going to come back about 45 degrees. And we're going to let chip fall out. We're going to repeat that same process. Just keep your edge of your blade at a 45-degree angle on both sides of that line, and you'll alleviate that. And then the same difference down here. Just go slow so that you don't get a bunch of chatter from your blade with a rough cut. Okay, I'm trying to hold this to where you guys and gals can see this. I've got to come up with a universal term to speak to this camera. Is folks okay? Can I say okay, folks? Folks? Can I say folks? People know what folks are anymore? No? Yeah, well, little boss is telling me no, don't do that. So we'll have to figure out another universal term. All right, now, at this point in time, if you do not have a U-gouge, you're pretty much done. Because what you can do is you can leave this just the way it is and paint in your coal eyes, okay? Just like so. And then you put your nose in here, and then you trim it down to look like a carrot. You just, like you say, you're going to come in here and you're just going to start whittling away to make it look carrot-ish. You want it to taper towards the end. Okay? Like so. I hope I'm staying in frame. Kiddo, are you making sure I'm staying in frame? Okay. She's been fussing at me when I get a little too close to getting out of frame, which is good. That's good. She wanted to help. So, all right, just like so, right? And you can refine that all you want, but if you have a U-gouge, let me show you the difference in how it makes this carving look. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some little tick marks, like so. And like so. And I'm going to follow those tick marks with this tool here, okay? And I'm going to go in shallow, and I'm going to dig a little deeper, and then at the bottom of my cut, the bottom of your cut would be half the distance that you want the length of your cut. Then you just press down and push at the same time on the bottom of that, and you just made an eye socket. I promise you, it's just that easy. Okay? And then you do the same thing in reverse over here. Push down and start, I almost got into the hat. And then you start lifting out, and you just made it. I did get into the hat. But that's okay. We can feather that right on out of there. Right on out of there. we're gonna feather that right on out of there. Thank you. I'd love for you guys to come over and join our Facebook group. We get to know each other. If you're not from around Alabama, that's okay. If you're here locally, we could get together. I could take you down and introduce you to Mike Bailey, and we have a monthly wood carving meetup at the Tanny Hill State Park, and it's a lot of fun. Like for our month of July, we're having a 4th of July celebration. Not with fireworks because it's inside of a state park, and that's forbidden. No explosives. But we're doing hamburgers, hot dogs, weenies and burgers and the whole nine. It's come on out and join us. As of right now, I will be there myself unless something comes up and I can't attend. But come join our Facebook group. Let us get to know you. Where'd my nose go? It's in the middle of all these chips here somewhere. All right. Well, guys and gals, this dude is done. Except for painting. And, of course, you would want to refine it a little bit. Like, in other words, get all the rough stuff off. Like, all of this under here. You would want to smooth all of this out, all of this, and back in here. Just all you gotta do is just be real gentle with your knife, and just run in here and clean that up. Old used toothbrush, or you can go buy a brand new one if you want to brush these things out makes a world of difference for being able to keep track of where your fuzzies are and get those fuzzies out of there. Alan Goodman once said, and he's a professional wood carver out of Townsend, Tennessee, up there by Gatlinburg, and he once said in a video, it's your job as a wood carver to go back over your piece and refine it and make it look the absolute best that you can. That's your job as a wood carver. It's not someone else's job to see that in your carving. That's your job to present that. So, and that was a very profound statement to me at the time because I was really green behind the ears as far as all of this is concerned. And when you knew, stuff looks chopped up a little bit. So, but we are almost done. Hey, I got a little tip. Look, how much time I got? 1 minute. Golly knows. Okay, I'm not going to be able to fit it into this clip, but if you'll take a small brim fish hook. Oh, wait, I think I have one sitting over here that I did. Yeah. If you'll take a small brim's fish hook and cut the hook portion off of it. I've had too many Christmas ornaments bust. Because trying to thread in a, here's another one that I've done. Trying to thread in a eyelet for the screw. And an old gentleman, I would say old, but his name's Wayne Thagard, and he's a really good guy. He taught me this trick about 12, 14 years ago, and you cut that fish hook off, and it turns it into almost a push pin, and you just put it in some, you just dab some super glue on it, which I haven't done in this case, and see what it gives you. And you never have to thread anything big into the wood. You just push it in there and it automatically gives you a little eyelet at the top to capture the hook for the Christmas tree. So, all right, guys, that's time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Give me some suggestions for the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.